Alright, let's look at the homework 7.5, 7.6, problem number 3. Right, so we want to maximize the xy squared z given that the sum has to be 56. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, so you have p is xy squared times z, so sum is 56. So we know that x plus y plus z is equal to 56. Right, and I'm going to solve this for z. So subtract the x and y. So we have z is equal to 56 minus x minus y. Alright, and then instead of having 3 variables, this way we can just use 2 variables. So p is going to be equal to xy squared, then z is going to be 56 minus x minus y. Right, so we have that. Then we can just take the derivative, partial derivative, to find the critical point. Right, so let's do that. Let's see. So we take the partial derivative with respect to x. Right, so since we have 2 things multiplied together, we probably have to use the product rule unless we multiply it out. Alright, so let's see. Take the partial of this guy with respect to x, we get the y squared. And then we have second guy, so 56 minus x minus y. Right, plus. Right, first guy, so x y squared times the partial of this guy with respect to x would be negative 1. Right, then you can see that, let's see, I'm going to just factor a common factor out the y squared, and here is y squared. Right, so we know that this is going to be y squared is factored out. Then we have 56, right, minus x here, and you have a negative x, so it's a negative 2x and minus y. We set this guy equal to 0. Right, then we take the partial with respect to y. It's going to be, so this is going to be, so derivative of that is 2xy times the second, so we just have 56 minus x minus y plus, right, you just have first guy xy squared, and the partial, partial of this guy with respect to y would be negative 1 again. Right, so which is going to give us, right, what's in common is, let's see, xy here and xy here. So I'm going to do that so that I know that there's another y there. Alright, so I'm going to pull out the xy. Right, then I'm going to have to distribute 2, so it's going to be 112 minus 2y, but there's another negative x, so minus 3x and minus 2y, and this is equal to 0. Alright, so since x, y, z are positive numbers, you can see that here this guy is positive. Right, so it's never 0. So these guys are positive, so it's never 0. So you can see that you have only 2 equations we need to look at. So it's a 56 minus 2x minus y is equal to 0. Then here we have to set 112 minus 3x minus 2y is equal to 0. Alright, then what you can do is we can actually, I'm going to go down here and I'm going to just multiply by 2. So I'm going to get the 112, right, minus 4x minus 2y, right, which is equal to 0. Then we can do the subtraction, and let's see, I'm going to use a different color. So here, do a subtraction here. And we get, let's see, 112 minus 112 is 0. Negative 4x minus negative 3x would be negative x. Negative 2y minus negative 2y is going to be 0. And we have 0 minus 0 is going to be 0. Right? So x is going to be 0. Right? But I guess that can't be it. Let's see, I did something wrong here. 2i and let's see. Okay, I actually found a mistake here. Let's see, I did 2, so this was 2. Right, sorry about that. Alright, so I'm gonna have to erase this. Right, so I'm gonna erase this. And let's see, and I think y is wrong too. Right, so in this equation, what I did was I messed up here. It's a negative 2x squared, so we have that. So we have a negative 2y minus y, so it's a negative 3y. So this should have been 3 there, right? And then it should be fine. And what we can do is do a subtraction right away. So here we have, let's see, 56 minus 2x minus y equal to 0. And you have a 112 minus 2x, which is kind of lucky to have 2x there. And the 3y is equal to 0, right? Then we can go through a subtraction. Right, so 56 minus 112 is negative 56, and the negative 2x minus negative 2x cancel out, and the negative y minus negative 3y would be positive 2y is equal to 0. Right, then from here we can just add the 56, so 2y is equal to 56. And then divide through by 2. So y is going to be equal to 28. Right? So once you have 28, then we can plug this into wherever you want. But let's say I'm going to try here. Right? So I'm going to plug this guy in here. Right? Then we get 56 minus 2x minus 28 is equal to 0. Right? 56 minus 28 is 28, and a minus 2x is equal to 0. Then subtract 28, so negative 2x is equal to negative 28. Then we can divide through by negative 2. So x is going to be 14. Right? So we have 14 and y is 28. Z, we can plug this guy in here and also here. So z value is going to be 56 minus x is 14 and minus and y is 28. So that's what, so it's a 42 minus 28, so it's going to be 14. Alright, is that right? Alright, so z is 14, so it's a 14, 28, 14. Alright, so let's type it in. 14 and comma 28 comma 14. Alright, so let's submit for testing. Alright, it came back and looks like we got this one correctly. Alright, that's it. I hope that this was clear.